What's the vibe, Josh? The host Max So Wavy, and I'm back with episode 18. You feel what I'm saying? And by the time y'all get this, it'll be a double hit week because I would have had dropped Monday, and then y'all have this episode on Friday. But yeah, man, I'm back again. I got another returning guest. You feel me? My boy, introduce yourself.
TYREE.
TYREE. Hey, yeah, my boy came back. It's a little different since the last time that you've been here because I think the Sorry for What has had a couple upgrades.
Nah, for sure, man. I've been here since, man.
Yeah. You came through like episode 3, I think it was.
2, 3, something like that.
3. I think it was 3, and it was like January. We in like May now, and it's not like, huge difference. Like,
I don't know, man. Hey.
You feeling a little more famous? You feeling a little more famous?
Got lights in here. Yeah.
My boy Justin, you got the lights in this motherfucker. Yeah, man. Well, we're gonna jump into it this week. Pretty much, I'm gonna call you the co-host of the week. I don't want to call you an artist. I'm not gonna. You feel me? It's about. It's like you're the co-host of the week.
Just chilling.
Episode. We chilling.
Drinking.
It's lit. Chilling, drinking. Hella light skin. My boy came through acting hella light skin. He's been singing back behind the scenes like a crazy person, like a jukebox.
Just in that mode.
This nigga. I'm in that mode. And if y'all haven't, make sure y'all go get his latest single, 863 Love, too, right? I'm making sure I'm saying it right.
For sure. Take one away.
Okay. But yeah, no. It's actually a really, really good song. I love the lyrics in the song. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about how you came up with that song. Because I'm sure that's on your playlist this week.
863 Love, too. I'm gonna be on my playlist. I drop it. I'll be over it.
You don't listen to your shit?
I listen to it before it come out. It's so old by the time it come out, I'll be sick of it. I'll be sick of hearing it.
Yo, a lot of artists say that though. I'm not like that. Well, I'm kind of like
probably
that.
Probably gonna be holding your music.
Yeah, I don't really. I have some songs. When I was like in it crazy, I held some of the songs long, but not for the most part.
I used to not hold no songs, but now I be taking my time and holding them so long time they come out. I'm bopping something new.
Bopping some new shit.
But I used to be bumping me like, you know how to do the album replay?
Right.
Man, you'll always see TYREE on my album replay at the top 5. I don't think I'll change.
That was never me. I never made my top 5 though. I never made my top 5.
But nah, how that song came about, let's see. Well, it's just a little ghetto love song. It say #1 fan. Sometimes, you're just a fan of somebody. You think you really like somebody.
But you're a groupie? You been a groupie of somebody before?
When you're younger and less mature, with your feelings and stuff, you be really think you fucked up by somebody. You just group it out. She the hot, she the
What's
bad
the difference
bitches.
though? What's the difference though? Because aren't you supposed to be kind of like a groupie to your joint? I feel like.
Nah, I'm not saying like look at somebody low, but sometimes you think you fucked up by somebody. You really just got them on this pedestal, and you don't realize this person is just a person.
Nigga said just a person.
But that's something more reflective of how I used to look at some people. Like, I want to be a man. I'm the #1 fan.
But it's a part 2 to the first one.
The first one is
right.
Yeah, the first one was about see, I'll be realistic. I'll be talking about shit niggas don't want to talk about. Cause I'll pop it, but I also show a side of me that was more timid mode. Ain't always get what I want.
Right.
So that was more about not getting the woman you want and being just watching. So I you listen to the lyrics to say, I was lying to my friends, calling you my bitch, showing niggas pics, wishing you was mine all the while you was his.
Did you do that for real? That's what you did for real?
Hey, look.
Hey, let's talk about it. But you really going out sad like that for real or what?
A lot of niggas did that. I'm just the first to admit it. A lot of niggas will probably show, if I show you a picture of a woman, I at least got a number or something like that. Ain't nothing too crazy where I'm just lying with, it's just delusional.
Right.
Some niggas probably is delusional like that. Like, take a screenshot and be like, yeah, I got her no.
Niggas can't really be going out like that.
Some niggas will do that now.
I find that hard to believe.
Not me, if I showed the picture, I at least got a number. I at least could say we talk. You know what I'm saying?
What makes a girl show a picture worthy? Because even in my day, I'm not really showing a picture of just, you feel me? Like if I'm showing a picture, I feel like.
Show a picture worthy? Based on physical?
Right, what makes you be like, I'm going to show my friends her and be like, this is my shit.
She got a real fat ass.
Niggas
Like,
said she got a real fat
from the
ass.
South, I like a fat ass.
Niggas is showing pics of the cheeks.
If her face straight,
I love her.
yeah,
Look
she
at
got
the cheeks. Look at the cheeks. I love her.
man, real simple. She look good. She got a fat ass. You want everybody else to see. If she ain't got a fat ass, you probably ain't gonna show all your homegirls.
Yo,
I'm just being real. You're gonna be like, oh. At least you gonna show a selfie though.
Yeah,
and if your girl, you know your girl ain't got a fat ass, you just gonna be showing them selfies. You probably gonna show no full body picture.
Yo, I gotta turn it right now. This is a little crazy. That's some funny shit. That's some funny shit.
Hey man, comment if I'm wrong,
That's
bro.
a fact. Listen,
but you know, like that's
my girl is in the back giving me the crazy side eye. But my girl got the cheeks. So disrespectfully, my girl got the cheeks. I know why you giving me the crazy side eye. Like, you funny. We're gonna swiftly move past that topic. We're gonna move past it fast.
Well, before you get in trouble,
yeah,
man.
we're gonna jump we're gonna just go past it. What's on your yo? But all my niggas out there dating the bitches with the flat ass. Show the selfie, king.
Show the selfie, man. Hey, you ain't got no ass. You better make sure she a face down. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that face hit.
Yeah, show the selfie, king. No ass pics. No full body pictures. What's on your playlist this week, bro? What you listening to?
Genuine. Genuine first album.
What's your favorite song by Genuine? Genuine's good. I got a lot of Genuine songs on my phone.
Shit, I can only give you a top 3.
Top 3. Give me top 3 Genuine right now. Let me hear it.
Differences. My whole life.
Yeah, of course. Classic.
So Anxious.
Mm-hmm.
And you got Ain't None of Your Friends Business. Ain't None of Your Friends Business.
Ain't None of Your Friends Business is
give
me Ain't None of Your Friends Business. That's a good one. Stingy, you gotta put that on the top 3 Genuine songs. You have to go Differences though, honestly.
Differences might be his best work.
Differences might be his best work.
Most like timeless song.
Yeah. Pony though.
I can't listen to it as a straight man. It's so hard to listen to. I think it's a great song, but as a straight man,
yeah.
I feel so funny listening to Pony.
You pull up on me playing Pony.
You hear me? Like I fuck with you, Genuine, but that I'm gonna leave that up for the ladies, man.
That's a fact. I can fuck.
But that's real R&B. That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Playlist this week. What am I listening to? I do want to speak here publicly about the fact that I put on my Facebook. If you have me on Facebook, I put on there that I hated the song "I See You" by Coco Jones.
That's the viral.
Yes, which I had it confused with her song "Caliber." That I don't even want to say hate, but I'm not crazy about that specific song. But "I See You," I love that song, and it's actually been on my playlist. That's why I wanted to talk about it. So I stand corrected because that song was fucking fire. I've been listening. Yeah, shout out to Coco Jones for Big Hillary Benz. Hello. I've been listening to that. I've been listening to a lot of Mary J. Blige. I love Mary.
It's Monet Tahada.
I love Monet Tahada. You watch Power? You in it? You in the loop?
I love Power. Anything drug dealer shows, I watch all of
So you watch BMF? You got all the good. You good to all the
BMF
good.
falling off. Everything they need to stop with. So.
You over it? You over it a little bit?
Man, as soon as they put Carisha and DC on Fly on it, I was like, y'all can go ahead.
Carisha, I love Carisha. Shout out Carisha. She loves.
Shout out Carisha. Just not on that show.
Yeah, the acting was very questionable. You know, I'm a real nigga first. But I don't feel like
I love Carisha.
I feel like to point her acting out as horrible.
It's other bad actors
but
on
not
the show.
Mary J. Blige's on Power.
Monet Tahada is not a good actor.
Monet Tahada be killing mine. Sometimes, some scenes, not all the scenes. Sometimes she handled it
and
just
what's
right.
crazy is on other movies she was straight. Like she did straight.
You're lying.
What's the
You're
movie?
lying.
Man, hold on. Man, it was a movie.
The movie she was good. The best movie she put in to me was Prison Song, and she had no lines. she was a crackhead. She was a crackhead. Respectfully, I love Mary J. Blige. I'm trying to really convince my shorty to let's drive to Atlanta next week to catch her show. That's how much I love Mary.
Nah, she hard.
But if we're talking about acting, you feel me? It's questionable. It's questionable. I'm gonna keep watching Power though, nonetheless.
No, I think Power is the worst. They got the best storyline, but with the worst acting.
I think it's starting. I think once Lauren came back from the dead, it threw me. It threw me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. She what?
She ain't the best actor.
Nah, she's been in movies since she was younger, but she's still not the best.
That's what be blowing me. I'm like, y'all niggas been acting since y'all was kids.
Nah, the best actor on that show that's going the craziest is TYREE to me. TYREE goes crazy. You don't like TYREE? I don't like his character necessarily, but I'm starting to have a lot of TYREE was right moments. If you don't watch the show, which I don't know, if you don't watch the show, you literally
you don't know what we're talking about.
I don't understand. If you don't watch the show, I don't get it.
Nah, Power, like, but I like. It's because I be comparing it to like I watch Breaking Bad.
Okay, it's hard to compare. Yeah.
When you compare the acting and even the storyline, it's just like damn.
It's a little bit different. I get it.
Just like Breaking Bad get crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Completely understandable. Breaking Bad. I only got a little bit into Breaking Bad and then I jumped out, but not because it was a bad show, just because like my attention span is.
Nah, like it's the storyline so good, it takes some time to build.
Right, and I don't like shows that takes a long time for me to get into.
Yeah, for sure. I understand.
I'm not really necessarily.
Power, like when it first started, I was like that. Like Power with Ghost before it turned into TYREE.
Ghost was another actor who was hard for me to take him serious because the
Ghost, the daddy?
Yeah, you know why? The first movie I ever seen him in was the TYREE movie, and he wasn't doing the bit. Oh, so you're doing the bit, right? So
I ain't never seen him in that.
That's
so
the first movie I ever seen him in. So then when I seen him transition to a gangster, it was hard for me.
You know what's crazy? He actually was on a training day. He was he was just one of the swole niggas. Him and Terry Crews were training day. He was just in the hood type shit. Mm-hmm. Whenever he came up, you'll see him back there with a do-rag on.
I gotta look at it again. I love Training Day.
But no, shout out all the drugs. I love Snowfall. That shit crazy.
I hated Snowfall too. I'm one of those.
You a Snowfall hater?
Yeah.
I
literally, every time I watch it, I tried to watch that show, I swear to God, 4 times, and I can never get past season 1.
That shit hard.
The furthest I made it was like episode 5.
You know what's crazy? I don't even like the storyline. The acting just so good.
Yeah, Franklin's a fire actor. I fuck with Franklin as an actor. It's not. No one was a bad actor. Everybody in there was a very great actress.
Acting was so good, but I will stand by. It don't have the best storyline.
Yeah, like it was boring to me. It was like it's based on a true story. Like really how drugs got here and shit. Yeah, like it's and not like a true story, but a true time period in the world. You feel me? I can't really get it. I really can't get jiggy with it. I'm sorry in advance if you guys hear this noise in the background.
So your favorite drug show is what?
My favorite drug show was it Power? I don't want to. You know what? Maybe.
Man, I stand on that. Like, if you could put up with a couple bad actors, man, you got some great actors on Power. It's the best storyline. I stand on that. Best storyline.
Power doesn't have the worst actors. We talking too.
You got Marcus Houston taking over too.
Yo, you see his wig, bro?
The wig, that's just crazy.
We're about to go down a crazy fucking rabbit hole.
Yeah, that's the whole. I don't even want to start there.
What we're gonna jump into hot topics. We're gonna take a shot real quick. We're gonna take a quick break. Let the camera cool down just for a little bit. Take a quick shot, and then we're gonna jump into the hot topics. It's some pretty good hot topics this week. Some good shit happened today. So yeah, y'all enjoy. Maybe I'll put a commercial in here. Y'all enjoy this quick commercial break. If I don't put a commercial break in here, I'm sorry, but it sounded really, really good for the time. So yeah, y'all enjoy this. What's good, y'all? This commercial is brought to you by TYREE Beauty, where we offer more than just beauty. Ladies, all the ladies listening, if you need your lashes done, she gets you taken care of. You understand what I'm saying? You need your face beat, she will get you taken care of. Do you understand what I'm saying? It don't just stop there, fellas. If you need a retwist and you need to look like this, and this is just a touch up, she'll get you taken care of, the best in the city. And if you want a smile that looks like mine, I'm telling you right now, she'll get you right. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I can't guarantee you be as handsome as me, but you'll be just as close. TYREE Beauty, thank you so much for the sponsor. And make sure you guys go to TYREE on Instagram. I'm going to put it down here, and I'm going to put the description in the video. And make sure you follow. Lashes, she sells lashes. She'll get you right. The strips, you can get them put on whatever you need. I promise. TYREE dolls, TYREE Kins. Don't miss out. All right, y'all, we are back. Thank y'all for tuning into the commercials. We really do appreciate that. We're going to jump straight into the hot topics of the week because, like I said, there's been some pretty decent things going on this week. We'll start out with, let's do it, the Met Gala. The Met Gala was this week. I really don't understand the concept of the Met Gala. I'm not gonna lie, babe. Can you pinch me in here into the fashion issue thing?
The only thing that I basically have learned from it is that it's just another world of culture,
Culture, like
fashion culture.
Fashion culture.
Like it's like an iconic moment to dress over the top. But we don't understand because we are not on that level of status. Like it's basically like
New York
a
Fashion Week.
like a no, because New York Fashion Week is
But
like
that should be drippy.
that is drippy, but Met Gala is like a moment.
Okay.
It's like a moment, but they put a theme and you have to basically try to execute that theme. This theme, I believe.
Yeah, what was the theme?
The theme, I believe, this year, his name is Carl something. His name is Carl, and he basically used to wear a certain type of suit. That's why everybody was wearing black and white.
Okay.
Then he had a kitty that he will own.
A kitty, like a cat?
But the cat was some type of like an iconic cat. Like he basically was just an iconic ass man who had a cat, wore a certain type of suit, and he was also something to do with Chanel. That's why Cardi B dress, if you heard her explain it, it was a little bit of Chanel in there with Carl like mixed in there with the suit. That's why she had on a suit. Tiana Taylor had on a suit. A lot of people. Yeah, Tiana Taylor did 10 out of 10. She did 10 out of 10, but everybody had on a suit. Diddy, black, just very, very great. And then,
my view on it, I don't really.
Okay, we're gonna get into.
And then though, the other thing was not Chanel. It was something else with him. He was just an odd man.
Okay, I got you.
It was an odd. That's why it was an odd theme
this year. But I feel like this year people look less crazier
because he wore a suit.
Okay,
a suit is normal to us.
Right.
But when people are doing different things,
Doja Cat looked a little crazy. She dressed like a cat.
She dressed like his cat.
His cat.
That's why she only spoke in cat, because it was the theme. Like she exemplified. She exemplified the number. Like that was iconic.
Okay.
That was super iconic because the man who was with her was like the guy and she was the cat. That's why the guy was just like every time she would talk, because just like how people be with their dog. Like it was really just a moment like of fashion, and then people are designing them, like high-end designers are designing them. So they're coming and basically showing off their pieces. It's like a fashion show, but it's more like a party than a fashion show.
Okay, I understand.
That's really what it is.
Tell me your view, my boy.
Can't get into it.
Well, why not? We're interested. This is sorry for what you say, whatever the fuck you think. Hello.
As a man, a guy, I look at that stuff like people worshiping celebrities.
Worshiping celebrities? Yeah. Or their drip, though. I mean, if a celebrity could
put that shit
on
them. Nah, a celebrity put that shit on every day.
Right, but not like that. But I get what you're saying. You're not.
It looked like
the theme of the show.
The whole thing just looked like a time to celebrate celebrities. And to me, I stand on not putting them on the pedestal. I like to look at celebrities like people, and I feel like they don't do that. You feel me?
But why? Some people really do just dress nice, and that's why you fuck with them. There's a lot of people that's a celebrity that people fuck with just because of how they look. Like I think that's kind of like like Fab. Like a lot of people who like Fab, it's very rare. I seen on your About Me that you fuck with Fab's album, so I'm gonna say you're one of the few people, and I like Fab's music. But a lot of people really just fuck with him because he put that shit on.
Yeah, but
this was actually just a debate I listened to on the podcast the other day, even earlier today about Cardi B. People liking her more for who she is than like her music. So I think that that's kind of I get what you're saying, but
it's kind of weird though. Met Gala is just kind of weird. I can't exactly put a finger on it, what it is about it, but something just don't feel right
about the Met Gala.
But how would you know how I feel if you've never attended?
Right.
I'm talking about outside looking in.
But that's like saying if somebody had a party and the theme was a theme and we all came dressed like a theme. Just because you didn't go, now you're the outsider that's looking in.
Yeah, I mean,
that's like prom when people choose. That's why prom people choose not to dress a certain way, but they really be the outcasts and they the ones that be looking crazy instead of just.
I could be wrong.
Only because it's like a fashion thing, which all of this shit that we are in everything has been misconstrued anyway. It's all been fucked
what I
up.
think?
But
I think a lot of the shit that what's unfortunate is that everything that our generation does and generations to come is on the forefront because of phones and technology. A lot of this, 95% of the shit that's been going on, that goes on now, has been going on, but it hasn't been so accessible to you at your fingertips. So now we're forced to believe that everything is like crazy because of what we can get at our fingertips in a moment.
Right.
But like the Met Gala, New York Fashion Week, shit like that, like
that's been a thing.
it's been a thing.
Only
thing is, before you used to have to wait all week for it to unfold or until, now it unfolds as we go. So we're calling it demonic and we're calling it this and we're calling it that. And honestly,
I was trying to avoid that.
I think demonic.
That shit is kind of demonic.
I'm not saying it's not, but
how would you know?
I'm saying that maybe it's just historic and maybe we're just the first people to be able to explore these things. We're in a new chapter of life. We're like the first set of people who can explore
let me say
the
this
shit
though.
that we do.
When I say that though, and I always put a disclaimer, I could be wrong. I'm speaking from a perspective of surface level ignorance.
Right.
I'm not a celebrity.
Right.
I'm lit. I'm handsome. People like the way I dress. People listen to my music. But I'm no. I'm not. You know what I'm saying?
The worst type of in the world.
No, I'm just being real. But I'm not a celebrity. Don't care to be one. So I'll never understand. Celebrity have a culture.
But why don't you care to be a celebrity? Is it just because you're not? I think everybody thinks they don't care to be a celebrity.
No. I would never want to be a celebrity because it's a certain level of privacy that I always don't want. And I know I'm just not willing to give that up. 100%. I feel like, yeah, you can sell your soul to the devil to be a celebrity. But not everybody do it. But you have to compromise something to be a celebrity.
Yeah, but you have to compromise something to work a 9 to 5.
Yeah, no, true. But I'm talking about.
You have to compromise something to do everything. I think that.
But I'm talking about that level of sacrifice that I'm not willing to go to be a.
Some people argue that you don't want it that bad.
Like shit, I don't.
No, we don't.
I couldn't care less about this.
I agree with it in a rapping sense, but I think I just also I don't know. I'm like borderline. I'm
on some like. Oh, go ahead.
No, continue.
I'm on some like just starving all this shit. That shit would drive me insane. I ain't on that shit. Living out my car so I could be a rapper. I'm a grown ass man. Give me some motherfucking money. If that's you, though, I'm not knocking it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, if that's you, cool. But I'm a grown ass man. I'm gonna go get me some money outside of this rap shit. I love making music. I'm gonna put out music until I'm fucking dead.
Right. So you don't really care if you're like you don't.
I couldn't care less if this shit gonna pop out because I know that the chances of making it is the same chances of making it to the NBA or the NFL.
Right. But why the same stigma why does the same stigma not come from the NBA? There's a shit ton of people who are in the NBA that nobody even knows. The NBA talks about the same people over and over again.
Because the NBA is you're actually more likely to make the NBA than you are to be a rapper.
Yeah, that's correct. But I'm just saying you don't hear the same stigma on
what you mean, kids not
NBA.
making?
Like you don't hear nobody in the NBA sold their soul. You don't hear that. Why? It's so many people in the NBA. How you know they don't?
What is selling? To me, selling your soul mean not necessarily to the devil. It means compromising your morals.
What is this Illuminati? Where do they ask? Where do they come from?
I think Illuminati is once you made it. So, like, for example, Illuminati probably knocking at what's the boy off of Snowfall? They're probably knocking at his door. I'm not saying the Illuminati. I'm not.
But the thought of Illuminati is what you have to sacrifice something to get.
To sustain, to stay at that level.
Well, Illuminati, if you're watching this right now, I got some cousins on mom's side that I don't fuck with like that. And I need a couple $100,000. And it's just that easy. That's what I'm saying. People be making it seem like it's just that easy. So that's what I'm wondering.
That's what I'm saying. It can't be that easy because you gotta be lit for them to even come to you. You gotta be lit as fuck already.
But if you're already lit, I don't know. Okay, let's get
people greed.
They basically, this is what I see. They basically be saying that people who make it but fall off, example, Rich Homie, he didn't do the Illuminati. Because he's not on and he's not as far as other people, he didn't take the Illuminati. But Roddy Ricch did. Roddy Ricch.
Roddy Ricch fell off.
Roddy Ricch is somebody who, you know, they says it, but he went way further than what Rich Homie was supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's way more, but I feel like it's just the times are different.
Or I feel like it's the people. It's not about me like you said, selling your soul is different for each person. So
yeah, if you compromising your morals, like if I was a good dude, church going, come from a good family, then I start rapping, and I start rapping about doing drills and scamming. Right. You sold your soul.
You sold your soul.
You portraying somebody that you're not.
Well, what's
for
the
a record
difference?
label. That's selling your soul.
What's the difference? Okay, so then what's the difference between the gospel people who were once drug dealers? They cleansed their soul? Like, I'm asking because if you spent your whole life robbing, shooting, killing, and then you turn your life to God and buy a church and you're a rich pastor, that makes you less of a soul-selling. Like,
the only difference is that you sold your soul to God.
To God. Okay.
So
if you
that's
sell your soul, sell it to the highest bidder. That's Jesus. I'm always.
I'm wondering what's the difference. Not comparing it, but I'm saying so because these people choose to rap about what they rap about, it's Illuminati.
I didn't say that. I'm saying Illuminati. That's something different. I'm talking about compromising your morals. Right. Selling your soul is more figurative than literal.
So that's like me right now. Someone said, "I'll give you $100 million to rap about fucking niggas," and I never fucking nigga, and I do it. I sell my soul.
Yes.
Understand?
Like you have to do this. You have to do this to maintain. No, not even about for real. You have to do this to maintain your status, and if not, then
I gotta go from daddy to baddie.
But y'all
right
know,
now, I gotta go from daddy to baddie.
But you know what? You know why so many celebrities probably go crazy and stuff?
Why? Because they do it.
No, because they at some point, you know, the Bible say the tongue is powerful.
Right.
She say means something. So if you sitting up there rapping about like doing drills, getting faded,
obviously you're gonna start doing it.
You know what I'm saying?
Start doing drills, getting faded.
At some point, that's gonna become your life, and especially in these days, in this era where everything is so accessible, information is so accessible, nobody gonna take your word for it. It's like, oh, you do drills? Oh, we gonna take you on the motherfucking drill, nigga. Right. Like, you feel me? Like,
okay. All right, so that's the news on the back yellow. We're gonna strip past this because this then turns into like a whole.
We're going a whole rabbit hole talking about this shit.
We got more coming up on the hot topics, y'all. We're gonna take one more quick break and we'll be right back. Thank y'all for that quick little commercial break. Next up on the hot topic list, we have Brian McKnight, Mr. Beck at One himself. If you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen it. It's been like everywhere on the internet. Pretty much what happens with this, because you don't seem familiar with it, my boy, is he has remarried somebody from his first wife, which I think was like years and years ago. But if you go on his Instagram bio, he's the father of all his kids that he has he has his stepkids in there and the kids that he had with his new wife, who's like Asian maybe, or white or something of the sort. Asian. She's something, she's not black. That's where, let's just get to the nitty gritty. She's not black, so we already know where that's going.
And she's not mixed.
And
looking.
She's not mixed.
She's like a Hispanic.
White pass.
White.
She's something. She's either white
or Hispanic
or Asian.
Or Asian.
I don't even think she's Hispanic. But either way, he remarried. And he's the father of whatever. It includes his stepkids and only the kids that he has with his new wife, but none of the kids that he had with his black wife. And he named one of his newer kids, Brian McKnight Jr. And he already has a kid named Brian McKnight Jr., his first wife. Any opinions on that outside of?
Man, new kid, Brian. So it's two Brian McKnight Jr.
Correct. He said he wants one of his kids to be named Brian McKnight.
I'll be hot.
Right. How do you feel?
The second Brian McKnight I'm talking about.
How do you feel as the first one, though? Let's talk about the first one. How would you feel? Would you really give a shit, though? Because 9 times out of 10,
how old is he?
Older. They're older. I don't know.
They gotta be pushing.
Babe, can you look up how old his first son is?
They grown as fuck.
I'm pretty sure they're grown as fuck.
They are. They're two black kids. They're two black. Because I had looked it up when I first seen it. You know I did. They're two kids, and they're not kids anymore. They're probably older than y'all.
Yeah, I think
they're probably like 30, 40.
He's a little older. He's older. Like my grandma or something. Not even. My grandma was a Babyface fan. Like, you know how there's always like There's the Boys to Men, then there's Jodeci. You know, there's always the for the blacks and the for the people.
Yeah.
You feel me? Not that Boys to Men or none of them boys are black. They're all black. But
Jodeci was ghetto.
Boys to Men was for the people. Jodeci was for the streets. They was for the
niggas songs with
real
Tupac.
niggas. Exactly. It was for the real niggas. So I think we always had this. Babyface was for us. Brian McKnight was for the people. So
saying that Black Widows.
yeah, like it was that shit. Like I don't really think that. Like even football players, OJ was for the people, and then there was probably a black.
I'm not black, I'm OJ.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Like there's always that black person, and that shit is kind of like corny a little bit. That shit is kind of.
It doesn't really.
Yeah, like a crossover nigga. It's always the nigga that's like, I'm not black, I'm OJ. It's always that nigga. Like, and I think that's what happens. Truly, generally, since we're talking on this, I think that's what happens when you date outside your race for too long. When you do that shit for too long, you can get caught up in that hole, and I'm taking it.
It depends on the nigga. Like,
it depends on the nigga, but
I feel like Kanye came back a little bit.
where?
A little bit.
Where, nigga? He came back outside with a mask on his face, like a fucking straight off mask on your face. He lost
Kanye
his
blacker than
shit.
you think. He just out of his mind. He blacker than you think.
You're telling me this version of Kanye is the same version of Kanye that told us
Kanye mind
it all
is
falls down?
He want to be that person, but his mind is fucked in half.
Because he spent too much time becoming everything he rapped about.
Yeah, but most people, the difference is Kanye ain't get beaten into submission.
He didn't get what?
He didn't get beaten into submission. Like OJ is not one of us.
No.
Kanye is at least trying, but he can't be.
No. Have you followed Kanye from the beginning?
I'm a Kanye fan.
So you remember Kanye saying shit like
George Bush don't care about black people.
And you remember him saying shit like, even if you get a binge, you still a nigga in a coupe.
Listen.
You're telling me that that's the same person that says
deep inside,
slavery was a choice?
Not at the surface, not at the surface, but deep inside. That person is inside.
Exactly, but
you see it.
I agree.
Where?
But you know where it comes from. It comes from.
Where do you see it?
Oh. That person, I could tell when somebody. I could look at somebody and tell.
On his skin, because that's where you see it.
Hold on, I could look at somebody and tell when they fighting with their inner self.
Yes, he's fighting with his inner self because, like she said, he's literally rapped about something to the point where he became it. He sold his soul. Maybe that might be who got taken a part of the Illuminati. Maybe if we was talking about Illuminati, because he is gone.
Everything he stood on, he stood against. Everything that he sold to us in late registration, college dropout, is every single thing that he's become. It comes one from that lifestyle. I'm not rich, so I don't know what he's seen, what he hasn't seen. But again, it goes back to me saying, when you spend too much time dating outside of your race, it can fuck with you a little bit, and you really have to ask yourself, do you want to stand for this shit for the rest of your life? And I'm saying that as a person who dated outside my race. It really came a point where it's like, all right, my nigga, really, let that ass serious. Do you want to become this? You could get with this, or you could get with that. You could make a choice.
You know what made Kanye go crazy? I watched his documentary. I'm a real fan.
Yeah, I watched it too.
Kanye was probably like
good.
top 7
that shit was very
rappers
good
to me. He never dealt with his mother's death.
Baby, you should have got you a black woman that looked like your mama, maybe, or tried to at least get a black woman. You need something black.
I think Kanye.
He needed love.
Kim wasn't gonna help.
That's not. We're not blaming her.
Let me make it clear. He was gonna go crazy regardless.
Yeah, of course.
Because before he met Kim, he was actually spiraling out of control already. If you listen to 808s and Heartbreak, like in that whole phase before he met Kim, he was been. So then Kim got there and she didn't help.
I think.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
so he was already going crazy.
I do believe the Kardashian curse a little bit, but I think to blame Kim, he was already wilding prior Kim. He was on stage telling Taylor Swift, and look, that was also a black moment where he got on stage and was like, look, I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had the best fucking video of the year, which y'all doing is some real white shit. You're telling me that this is the same person that said slavery was a choice? There's no fucking way. And it's becoming that comment, shit like that comes from you living in the white world for too long. I'm telling you, like it's something that happens until one
Kanye,
day.
go back to Southside Chicago, man.
Facts. Until one day your fingers just snap and you be
Let
like,
me tell
what
you
the fuck I'm
something.
doing?
If you take Kanye back to Southside Chicago, he'll snap back. Make that nigga stop eating filet mignon and drinking motherfucking, I don't know what rich people drink. Stop looking at white bitches.
It's the
And
white
that
bitches.
nigga.
And now he's spending his whole life.
But that's why I say
He's
that
spending his
nigga,
whole
but it
life
gotta be in you.
chasing a bitch that look like Kim Kardashian. Nigga, if you miss your mama, get a bitch that look like your mama. Next on the hot topic list. I'm not fucking dealing with the shit. Like that's really what it is for your argument that you're stating. That's like an invalid ass argument. Like,
No, I'm just saying that person is in him still.
That shit so
Like, it
dead.
ain't went nowhere.
That shit is been.
That person crawling out to the surface, he fighting with that person, but the new person, like,
and where does the new person come from? I'm wondering, like, where do you think that comes from?
yeah. I blame him.
This was about Brian McKnight anyway, and disowning his kids.
Brian McKnight,
That's
man, you
dead ass
wrong for naming that kid goddamn Brian McKnight. What he call it, Junior?
Yeah, he named his kid Junior again. He got two juniors. Nigga got Brian McKnight. He got Brian McKnight Junior.
Third? Why you couldn't just say third? One of them gotta go by. They gotta go by a different name though.
Nah, that's dead ass wrong. That's dead ass wrong, bro. And it's just disappointing to see black men go out like that. And that's again what happens when you date too long outside of your race. I'm never judging people that do it, but you do have a choice. You realize when you're about to be in that place. So I feel like that shit is just completely unacceptable because at this point, you're choosing that life. You're choosing you know, like
it's
you
like
know.
we said on here before. You can't be pro-black and just.
You can't be pro-black and date outside your race. You have to or date white.
Nah.
Outside your race.
You think you could date Hispanic and be pro-black?
Maybe broken. No.
I like Hispanic.
I don't. I think. I think, and don't go crazy because I have Hispanic nieces and nephews. All of them are Hispanic. You're not pro-black if you're dating outside of your race. I realize that. It's not that you're not for black rights, but you're not like.
But with Hispanic people, it's a toss-up. Because some Hispanic people are very racist and some of them are very understanding.
When it's necessary
That's
to
true.
them.
I think that too. And I come from a different.
I don't know. Some Puerto Ricans is racist as fuck. Dominicans, no, they racist. Mexicans want to be
Dominicans,
white. Like, we're not even going to talk about Mexicans. They want to be white.
Really quick
like,
before you go. Dominicans being racist, I just want to tap on that because I do know.
Y'all look like us.
I do know racist Dominicans. I know Dominicans darker than me. And y'all
Me
are
no black
literally
poppy.
so next.
Me no black
like
poppy.
y'all are so close to Haiti that being racist makes no sense to me. But continue on with what you're about to say. I'm interested to hear you're gonna.
But you know, it's a lot of hell. Some Haitians don't like niggas. Some Africans
some
Africans
Jamaicans don't like black people.
niggas.
Yeah. It's a thing.
So.
But some black people don't like black people. Like also.
Like,
We're probably
Some black people-
probably the only race against ourselves.
Yeah, we are.
But
Because
that's
we're-
not the
we do
topic.
that.
We're always trying to make ourselves blacker than blacker than blacker than black.
Like the more blacker you don't want to be, the more blacker you
the
are.
blacker you are. It's like it's crazy.
It's like like they made us hate ourselves so much that we hate ourselves
Right?
so much.
And there's so many different layers of black that if we all just got along, we would take over the whole entire fucking world. If we
know
just-
what fucked it up? Segregation.
Yeah, in certain places being free before the other play, and
That-
you feel me? Yeah.
Then eventually as black people evolve, got more money, then you got suburban niggas thinking they better than hood niggas.
Then you got outlining, then you got the black people who move into the white people neighborhood.
Don't hang
so
over
now
there
I'm
with
better-
Jessime because Jessime is fast.
I'm a better-
You know her mama don't work, don't be at home watching her like how y'all. It's just that's how it
Instead
is.
of rebuilding our communities, we have money.
Yeah.
Some black people
Instead of saying
have money for so long that they don't have a community to go back and rebuild. They're from a white community.
Or instead of rebuilding our community, we're trying to prove that we made it out of our community, so we take our money and move it into the white person.
So it's either or. You either got niggas from the hood that look at success as we made it out, or the nigga who never, who don't have that understanding of we need to go back and give back to a community, of the black community, because they're not from the black community, so they'll never understand.
They never
that.
really understand it or get it for us.
So it's either us or we fucked either way. I'm sorry. I still love our people.
Yeah, man, bro, pro black, like just.
This all this came from Brian McKnight. Look, first off,
he was a fuck nigga.
Hey, listen, nigga, go back to singing at weddings.
That shit is whack.
Oh no, bro, change the nigga name, bro. God damn.
You's a fuck nigga. That's pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up.
I'm just mad at the name more than anything. Damn.
Yeah. Well, Mr. Brian McKnight, I hope that you have ended up back at one. We're gonna take a quick break and pay some of these bills. That's what I said.
Pay some bills, man.
Bills. On the hot topic list, we have. Who do we have? Oh my God, I'm a little late. Let me just go back. Because I didn't forget about the list. Oh, really quick, a quick shout out, man. Jamie Foxx is in the hospital. That came out probably about a week or two ago that he was in the hospital. I just wanted to send prayers up in the air because Jamie Foxx, I grew up watching the Jamie Foxx show.
You know what's crazy? I was binge watching the Jamie Foxx show and I like stopped soon as I got done binge watching it, that happened.
That's crazy as fuck.
That's crazy.
Jamie Foxx just gave us so many great movies, so many great things for the culture. Even the music, bro. Jamie Foxx has gave us some great fucking music. DJ Play That Girl a Love Song. Gold Digger.
Can I take you home, girl?
Even his shit with Kanye West. What is it? She wants some Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
The Luther Vandross.
You know that, like, I think he like.
Kanye talked about that in the thing, in the documentary.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Shout out Jamie Foxx, man.
Shout out Jamie Foxx, man.
Get well soon, man.
Yeah, get well soon. Sending a whole bunch of prayers to that because that shit there would be a very, very, very sad thing for the culture. So praying against that completely. We're gonna go next up on the hot topic list. We got Ebony K. Williams. Have you seen any of that? Her and DJ Envy. I love DJ Envy. I'm a DJ Envy.
DJ Envy, Angelina.
Yeah, Charlamagne God. Like, I fuck with DJ Envy heavy. Him and his wife's podcast. I fucking love it. They actually reposted my shit one time and I fuck with that. But anyway.
That's great.
The Ebony Williams lady, she basically made the comment of she would not date a bus driver unless he owned the bus. And that is sending the world in a frenzy. She was talking to Ayala, and nonetheless, basically she was just saying, I guess she was explaining her type of man, and she was saying that she would not fuck with a bus driver. And Ayala was like, that's shallow, because if I had a man who was a good man with good morals and he drove a bus because he wanted to drive a bus, I would fuck with him. She said basically she wouldn't date no nigga driving a bus unless he owned the bus. So basically she's saying that she wouldn't fuck with no nigga that ain't making it back. What is the opinion on that? I wish I could go into more detail. I should have researched that a little bit more, like the depth of it and why people were mad. I just seen her.
I seen a poll, so that's where it came from. Cause I seen a poll on YouTube, but I was like, I can't vote on this because I'm a man. But you know, I think that's a lot of women. I just think that's the way of the women now.
Yeah, that's just the way of the world. I think that when bitches make comments about the type of nigga that they date, the only people who get mad are the people that qualify under the nigga they wouldn't date. If a bitch says she wouldn't date a bus driver, all right, my nigga, keep it fucking moving. Like, she doesn't have to want to date a bus driver. Yeah. I get the whole concept of what she's saying and throwing people down and 9 to 5 people need love and need respect too.
Only thing.
I think that everybody should just chill. Here's what I think as an LGBT community. I would be insane if I got with a straight woman and expected her to be gay for the rest of her life, right? I should date within my community because then I would save myself a lot of heartbreak. If you are a 9 to 5er, why would you try to date a bitch who wants a Birkin every day? It's like a waste of your fucking time. Date within your fucking community and within your means. Like, everybody's getting mad at everybody's type when if you just respect it, it's just 20 times more. She doesn't want to date a fucking bus driver. All right, nigga. Get a bitch who likes the bus driver.
When it comes to dating, it's just like basketball, right? I don't know how familiar y'all with basketball, but
let me hear the analogy. I'm ready.
Since the beginning, basically what I'm saying, nothing new under the sun, right? Since the beginning of time, since basketball was created, the object of the game was put the ball in the hoop and stop the other person from getting the ball in the hoop.
Right.
Now as time evolved, niggas, shorts length change.
Yeah.
The players change. Niggas shoot threes now. Right. Niggas dunk now. You know what I'm saying?
But
instead of Jerry West, we got Stephen Curry. But at the end of the day, the object of the game is to get the ball into the hoop. So I mean, ain't nothing changed about it.
Women have been dating for money for generations.
It's always been about status
and niggas have been dating bitches they don't even like just because they look good for the image. Like, I think this is what I'm saying. I think that people make everything a big fucking deal. She doesn't want to date.
Like, you know damn well they're the same, been the same since the 90s and the 80s.
Who gives a fuck? Like,
sure.
If the lady doesn't want to date a bus driver, why is this the trending topic of America?
Nah,
It's simple. If she doesn't want to date a bus driver,
don't drive buses, nigga.
don't drive a bus, nigga. Like, it's just that simple. Or get you a girl who loves. Get you a girl who'll be like, look at that nigga. I love him. Look at them.
And it's also like.
Get you that bitch. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, people like get that and get so offended, but you gotta realize, man, this is like food, bro. Like, I hate strawberries. I don't even like strawberry flavored stuff.
But
like,
there's a whole bunch of
But it's a
people-
motherfucker out there who will get a thing of strawberries and Publix every day and fuck them
There's
up.
a shit ton
You
of
see?
people who fucking wait all year round for the strawberry flavor.
You feel me?
That's the fucking
But
problem.
so I mean, you know, different stroke for different folks. You want the bus driver to teach us all.
Like, look,
Yeah.
nobody's mad except for the niggas driving the bus or making the bus driver's salary. And I think
It's a
that
woman
that's-
out there that will date you. A bad one. This the thing too. This the
You
problem.
could get the baddest bitch in the world at the bus driver convention. You don't know.
You feel me? It's a bad one. You know what I'm saying?
You might go to the bus driver convention and meet the love of your life. You literally
You feel
never
me?
know, bro. You
So
don't
don't get mad at these women who are shallow and stuff like that.
And if you are getting mad, get the fuck. If you are a bus driver who's mad at a girl for not dating a bus driver, that means secretly deep down inside, you want to date bitches above your pay grade. Get off the bus, King.
Only thing that do bother me though, I will say, not women, you know, I love y'all, but
He just said
but
that it
if
was
you
shallow.
if you gonna set a standard, make sure that you ain't
Right.
You on that
This-
level.
that's my next argument.
that blow me.
Don't
If
tell
you
me
out here broke, stop asking for rich niggas.
Don't tell me you won't date a bus driver when you on my bus. If I pick you up,
Exactly,
if I pick
that's
you up
what I'm
from the
saying.
same stop every
Nah.
week, and you tell me you won't drive,
I wouldn't date you.
because I'm the nigga driving the bus. Ho, you the bitch riding the bus. That's a whole different circumstance.
Nah. But if you, like I said, if you're
But
a
if-
real woman and all that, you got the right to have the high
But
standards you want.
I think what is surprising about a person who is somebody enough to be on the Breakfast Club, not wanting to date somebody on the bus. What's the surprise?
Exactly.
That-
Why?
That's kind of blowing my
That's-
mind.
that's-
What's the? I'm not even on the bus. I don't even know what you look like.
Being a female in this situation, like a real one. Sorry, babe. And you saying that it's and you saying that it's shallow for not one day the bus driver. Let's be honest. Think about the bus drivers. Everybody take
But
them
what
up.
if this-
No, but think about the bus drivers. All of them sit there with all their little stuff all around. Who the fuck wouldn't date somebody like that? Leave the nigga with the bus.
But the argument was, what if this bus driver has great values, good morals, respects his mom, blah blah blah.
They don't care about that.
And
That
the
man
nigga,
can't
and
take care of
basically
them.
the nigga with the bag don't have those things. I think to think that just because I don't have a bag that I don't respect my mom is crazy. I love my mom. I absolutely positively love my mom, and I got the bag, and it's like what?
But who in their right mind wants to date a bus driver?
Who in there right? No, people who ride the bus.
I know that subject.
Y'all know the subject. Would you date a man who rides the bus? Like, what's the problem?
Did you say a bus driver or
Yeah.
a bus
Yeah.
rider?
A bus
A bus driver. Would you date a bus driver?
You date a bus driver?
Who's driving the bus?
Yeah.
That's a
That's a good
I'm
job.
from New York, so that's considered a good job.
Okay, in New
Okay.
York, that's a real life. This is what I'm
I don't
saying.
know in Florida.
But it's-
Most of the bus drivers
Ain't nobody on the bus in Florida.
Most of the bus drivers in
Unless they
Florida be
messed
big. Most of them just be sitting there because that's like one of the lowest looking jobs to us
In
here.
Florida.
Because everybody,
that's because nobody
nine
ride the
times
bus in
out of
Florida.
10, we got a car.
But the
9
question,
times out of 10, we got a car. So you driving the bus and you sitting there just big. They be big all the time
the
to
question
me.
is a woman wrong for? Is it wrong for somebody saying that I'm at this level, so I don't want to date somebody at that level? Does that make
Just
somebody
be
shallow?
sloppy.
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
It does. Make them shallow.
You know what?
Because-
Go ahead.
Because, like I said, all the bus drivers and the factory workers, those are essential jobs.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Those are essential jobs.
Yes.
And people who are higher think, oh, well, they're lower class.
I got that.
You know what I'm saying?
But it's like dating within a community. People who are higher are gonna want to date people higher, not because they're shallow, but because that's their community, right? Like
Because
me.
you want someone
I'm-
equal
I'm-
to your lifestyle.
Yo, you want your
I'm
equal though.
Or be better.
Why
Maybe
would I
they
wanna
help
date
you be
somebody that's
better.
great, you know?
You know?
Maybe,
Right.
maybe the bus driver is striving to be somebody later on. You know what I
I
mean?
get what you're saying. Maybe this is their entry level
Yeah, the entry level.
kind of job. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, go get you a bus driver, man. Listen, man, go get you a bus
As
driver.
long as they're working. If they're not working, then you got a problem. If they're working and love what they do, What's the problem?
Nothing's the problem, but if
Bus
you're
driver
working-
make good money. Hey, 40K a year. If they making 40K a year,
But
Is
so
40K a year good?
No, not no
depends on your
more.
lifestyle.
Not anymore. Not
Depends on your
anymore.
lifestyle now. I know 40K a year in New York gonna get you a damn pot of
But-
kissing.
But no. But if they
No,
make
I'm saying 40K,
40K,
you won't
you
get
like,
your pot
oh,
of
right?
kissing in New York.
You looking like, but does that make you shallow?
No, because
That's the same argument. If the bus driver making 40K and somebody
Right.
tell you that they make 40K and you look at them with the side eye, that's a little shallow.
Is that a little shallow?
It's a little shallow because guess what? They go to work every day. But they still
Hold
go.
on, my argument was, what is the woman making? Can this man take care of? As long as the man can take care of the woman, it's cool.
I feel like a man that's
No,
As long as he can take care of himself.
Oh, that too. That's first and foremost. Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself.
That's
first.
it. Yeah,
man
first.
that's making 40K is not
Yeah.
taking care of himself.
Exactly. Who takes care of?
It costs 40K to live in here. Let's be
I know, hey man, I'm just ballpark. I don't know what bus drivers making. Y'all probably crack 80K. I don't know. My bad, man. I'm just
Still not watching podcasts? I don't want to offend them.
No,
Oh no, but
it's
even
okay.
if they,
Lucky for you,
even
it's only your voice.
it's me, it's my ass. But that is. But I see his point. He's
But
stressing.
if you're working for Greyhound or something like that,
Right.
they make more than 40K.
I'm just going
But
low as I can go. I'm
he
just
just
saying.
gave a number like.
I just gave a number.
It's an arbitrary number.
What I'm-
It's not that-
What I'm saying is, if a man is making 50K, right? But there's a woman who lives $1 million lifestyle.
Yeah.
Is she shallow for not wanting to date the man
I
with
mean,
50K?
I wouldn't call
or
it
is she
shallow.
just being
She's
regular? Like
she's assessing her
She
dating
has a-
pool,
right.
and she has the right to.
That's like celebrities. They date inside their class.
Right.
Most of them don't be coming looking for us
Right.
regulars.
However,
They
problem
could. They
the
could.
problem becomes when you won't date the bus driver, but I'm picking you up at the bus stop every day.
That's all I'm saying. Make sure you
Yeah.
that caliber woman. That's all I'm saying.
If I know your stop every single day you ride in the bus,
And then you talking about you weren't dating me.
but you're judging me because I'm driving the bus.
Exactly. You need
Riding
she
the
needs
bus.
me.
You
She
need
needs
me.
to pick her up.
I'm picking
Exactly.
you up.
You know what I mean?
I can fix this up right now and shut the whole day down.
but haven't you guys heard that broke dudes have the best D though? Like, where does that enter?
They got more time to hold their
Because
crowd.
and you want to know what her argument? Listen to her argument. Listen to her argument as to why broke niggas got the best.
I know why broke niggas got the best dick.
Please tell me.
Because they're giving you everything they got. They have nothing to offer. All I got is this dick. So I'm gonna. Listen, hear me
Bro,
out.
I did some good fucking when I was broke. I ain't gonna lie.
Niggas with money, they don't have time.
They don't got
fucking you
time.
quick because they gotta get back.
They gotta get that money back. You know what I'm saying?
And niggas with no job, no nothing, they have the best dick to offer because they've been at home all day prepared for this moment.
But how they prepare for it? Pornhub?
No, like compare like.
When you ain't got, hey, as a man, because you know we the only two men here. You know when you ain't got shit to do all day. And you know what I'm saying? You feel me? And a woman come home, you gonna tear her ass up. Let's be real now. Now if you been working all day, baby, I'm tired. Give me some head.
Just suck it.
You know what I'm saying?
And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna look for the broke nigga that got the good dick because you just want to touch.
And then nobody's still happy.
That's true. That's true.
That-
So what you're saying is that even the girl chasing the bag is really still fucking a broke nigga because he's fucking better.
Yes.
She's going back to the bottom.
As a somewhat semi-successful woman, that's my ending argument. They go with the least amount of money have the best dick.
Yo, I'm crying.
Niggas who play 2K all day.
Have a good night, you guys.
All right, man.
All I'm gonna say is, I got a good job and I got good dick.
Yeah.
My man's stressing this up. Not a
2 for 2. 2 for 2. Yeah, we needed that.
That's some funny shit. Hey, shout out to the bus driver with good dick. You hear what I'm saying? All
You
my
probably
bus
piping them
drivers-
on though, like, hey, man.
All my bus
Hey,
drivers
don't be
is
discouraged, cause I know y'all piping them on, man.
Fuck Ebony K. Williams. That bitch don't know what she's talking about, Mr. Bus Driver. I'm
Nah,
crying.
y'all are true.
Yeah, that was some funny shit. That was some funny shit.
Hey,
All right.
y'all ever had that happen before?
What?
Somebody come and talk.
Yeah, no, that's happened before. A lot of people get intrigued.
When we sit right here, this is where they talk the
Yeah,
most.
because they come
Cause they
by
coming
and
out.
walking by. Yeah, that was actually a good one. That was a good good segment. Alright, y'all, so we're gonna take another quick break. We're gonna pay some more bills, and then the next thing you know, we're gonna get into the very last trending topic. But it's been real. We've been on this shit for about almost an hour. So yeah, next topic, but probably be the end. Quick little break. This is the last hot topic on this podium, I guess we can call it. Usher versus Chris Brown recently this weekend, or not recently this weekend. That literally happened today. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Usher versus Chris Brown, meaning that Usher and Chris Brown got into a physical altercation. Chris Brown and his gang jumped Usher.
Oh, I thought you were talking about a versus.
Nah. This was a real life versus.
Yeah, Chris Brown.
Chris Brown apparently got into it with Usher at his birthday party. I don't really know the full details. That's really all that was released. It said that Chris Brown may have called Tiana Taylor a whole being a bitch or something like that, called her out of her name, and apparently Usher kind of stepped in, and they basically beat Usher up. What are your opinions about that? I think that if that is true,
They didn't beat Usher up.
I think that if that is true,
I think Usher whoop a nigga ass.
no, they jumped him.
Oh, I'm about
That's
to say
why
they
it was a
jumped.
jumping.
I'm
It
about
was
to
Chris
say.
Brown in a game.
I feel like Breezy can't beat Usher in a fight. Well, probably
Usher's
can't
kinda
die.
old, though.
Yeah, I'm about to
Usher's
say.
old, though.
Well, put Usher back
Especially
in.
if you're not expecting it. It was a skate party too. They're on skates.
Oh, hell no. You a hoe for fighting a nigga on skates. Me, I ain't gonna lie.
I think if Chris Brown, if this is the truth, congratulations for this being the first altercation that Chris Brown has gotten to with a man. Because most of the time, Chris Brown is beating girls up,
I don't know how to
which
say
is
it.
I'm never I don't condone it. I'm not saying I accept it, but I understand domestic violence is a thing. So you fight with your girlfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think at this point, Chris Brown is just.
Controversial.
It's kind of annoying. What do you why would you fight Usher? I've never heard of Usher ever getting into any disputes besides when you.
Yeah, on the Boondocks, when you see that episode.
What are you doing with that?
You fuck tall bitch. You never seen that Boondocks episode, man? You ain't black, man. Give me your black card,
The
man.
Boondocks episode I remember the most is the one about 50 Cent and the one about R. Kelly.
Nah, you gotta watch the one about Usher.
I never
Usher
seen
took a
the
nigga's bitch on the Boondocks.
That makes sense. Oh no.
But
I
all
think it was
jokes
any
aside.
bitch but Usher. That nigga is.
Yeah, that's the episode.
No,
Yeah.
I seen the episode.
All jokes aside, though. Oh.
Chris Brown versus Usher. What do you think? I think
And fighting?
yeah, fighting.
Usher in his prime, the peace up, A-Town. I think he'll whoop Chris Brown's ass.
Peace up, A-Town down.
Because from what I remember, he was kind of in good shape.
Right.
So I think he'll whoop Chris Brown's ass. Now, I think Chris Brown got him.
I think beating up.
Remember, also Chris Brown real athletic. He could have played basketball.
Yeah,
He
football.
could have hooped and shit. So Chris Brown probably whooped
And he's
his
very
ass.
artistic and shit too. I don't really know my opinion. I think if you jump Usher, you're weird.
We don't know what transpired though, man. We don't know.
At your birthday party that you invited him to, that you didn't have to,
But based off what I know about Breezy, a little hot headed.
yeah, hot-headed, emotional. It's not hot-headed. It's coke. Let's speak on it. People keep calling it hot-headed, or people keep calling it nigga. It's drug use.
Bro, I know somebody that did that. He be hyped all the time.
All the time. That's why Chris Brown can still to this day crump and do a backflip like you've never seen.
Because
It's
he
the
pushing
line. It's
what,
the coke.
35,
It's the coke.
36?
He's on drugs, bro. Everywhere he goes, it's a fucking altercation. He's all he. Bro, it's kind of annoying a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. The Chris Brown shit, his name is always typically though. Like I said, he's always in the news for doing some crazy shit to a girl. So this is the first time that he's done something to a man. I feel like.
I think he just got that temper, man. Just something
Because
can't
that's
control
what
that temper.
that's one of the side effects of coke.
Yeah, it gets you hyped.
It gets you hype. It turns you into this angry person. It enhances whatever mood you're in at that time. So I just think that's corny to beat up Usher. Who the fuck beats up Usher?
Yeah, that man didn't beat up Usher. I'm sorry. Who
jumps Usher? Who
I'm about to
does
say.
that shit?
Still, I think Usher could hold his own. Because that's what he pushing? 45?
Yeah, Usher's 40 something.
He might could still hold his own
He
against
might be
Chris
40.
Brown. Because he ain't in bad shape for an older guy.
Right.
He might could still hold his
But
own.
what the fuck would make you just beat up Usher? I'm trying to figure it out.
Usher, I don't know.
Maybe they were having a dance battle.
You know what's crazy? We never got to know the real Usher though.
It was different times.
Yeah.
Niggas didn't want to know the real back then. They wanted to know. the
artists. Usher came out luckily in the time when artists had mystique.
Right.
So
And that's kind of cool. It's kind of dope.
I miss
That's
that
why
shit.
Usher's kind of like mysterious.
I
still.
miss that. Like, we don't really know the real Will Smith.
Yeah.
We know, we have an idea that he a simp.
Yes. I don't know about simp though. Maybe. You gotta be a simp to let your bitch embarrass you. You gotta be a simp to go to the red table and talk about your most embarrassing moments at the red table publicly. But, or maybe you're a real ass man.
I think the storyline is.
I think maybe you're just a real nigga. Maybe I'm not ashamed to sit down and talk about some shit with my wife.
On camera.
Made me feel crazy.
Just why on camera?
I think it was Chris Brown's party. Though.
Why not? It was
Chris Brown party?
That's why I said.
I
why
think
invite-
Usher's part. I thought I said Usher's party.
No, I said why invite him to your birthday party and beat
And
him
then
up.
smack the nigga.
And beat him up. It's a.
You know what I think, man? He trying to act gangster because he light skinned.
I don't think he got beat up. I don't think he got beat up though, because they just posted him performing at the show still.
At the what
Yeah.
show?
He still.
Yeah, he still went and performed at his show, but they said he got beat up, that they jumped him.
One
Yeah,
thing
I don't
about
think
Usher,
he got jumped. I think it's more of a scuffle and they making it more than what it is.
Usher is
because-
I think over the years, especially because he come from that cloth of artist development, and I think he's very professional. What I noticed about artists from that era and this era,
Yeah, our generation is.
we not professional.
Our generation is trash, bro.
We
like,
not
honestly.
professional. Like a nigga ain't gonna get in a fight. Like, what's a new
Our
artist?
generation will smack the shit out of you anywhere that you're at. We don't.
I give
a
an
fuck.
example. Brent Fires is not finna get in a fight and then just go perform like nothing happened. I think Usher will do that shit. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, he's a
just because he come from that Jermaine Dupri era.
But
like, you feel
Usher's
me?
also
Like,
not gonna go to another party, get into a disagreement with niggas and beat them up.
I don't see
Only
that.
our generation is doing shit like that.
But then again,
We're bad with words. We're beating people up off the rip. The fuck you said? Bah, bah, bah. That's just how we are.
But then again, we just know surface level Usher. We never got the. I ain't never seen Usher go off on a nigga. Usher might behind closed doors. Usher might be whooping niggas ass. Like,
I think.
I don't see that, but like I
I
said,
think the fact that his
mystique.
son posted on the story and said something about it lets you know how pussy Usher is. Because why is your son even speaking on this?
Because they probably harassing his son in the DM because we also come from a generation.
But
where
nothing wrong with
everything
that.
is so
I like
accessible.
I didn't even know
artists who
Usher
don't
had
speak
a.
on shit.
I didn't even know Usher had a son.
Yeah.
I didn't know that nigga had a son.
If
Like,
this would have
that's-
happened in 1990 on a Tuesday, we wouldn't have found out to the following Tuesday. We live in a world where immediately after it happens, somebody's already telling the
But
story
they
and
use
it's
that-
already accessible.
But they use that to their advantage, though. You gotta think, every time something like this pop off, it usually be a song, it be a marketing strategy.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, every time-
I've honestly been thinking
Yeah.
that this is a marketing strategy because of how this is even playing out. The fact that Usher is
What?
not saying anything, the fact that Chris Brown ain't saying, the fact that nothing has
What
even
do
been
Chris
said.
Brown have to market himself for? Chris Brown is.
No, it might be Usher that
He's-
got something coming out.
Usher literally just sold out the Vegas Regency.
Chris Brown need to do a lot of marketing.
He just sold out the Vegas Regency like forever ago.
I don't know.
People is buying Chris Brown's 45 song albums.
Not like they used to.
45
baby.
songs?
45 songs.
God damn.
Not,
It's like the
Crazy
album that he
shit.
was dropping came out with 45 songs. Like,
I like that, though. I like artists that make a lot of music, but
I don't.
spread it out, nigga. Like, I'm not listening to an album
I'm
with
not
45
really a
records.
Chris
Like,
Brown fan. I never really have been.
I stopped. I won't say that I sit here and listen to Chris Brown, but I stopped respecting him once he left R&B and became pop. So it's like he kind of left R&B in the 2000s, late 2000s, to me.
What album would you say was his last real R&B album?
I'm not a fan. So I can't even sit here and talk albums.
I had his very first album.
2012.
He's so pop.
That was the last
He's
album.
so pop that I
The
don't.
X album?
X, but is that X after?
The X album was 2012, I'm pretty sure.
Chris
No,
Brown.
I thought it was my bad for cutting you off. I thought just to get clarification, but I'm looking it up. I thought that the 2012 album was the name of it, so the X came after 2012, right?
No, I think X came before. I think the X means 10 though.
Oh, okay. Well then, okay.
I don't
I didn't
know.
know what he was doing.
I'm asking. I don't know either.
I me either.
I'm not really a crazy Chris
That's
Brown
I'm
fan,
looking
so-
it up. It says the last album. Ooh, I forgot about that one. No, X was after 2012. And
X
that's
had R&B out hits though. No, it had the new flame shit on it.
no. I didn't say X. I said when you asked the last album, I just was saying that the last R&B album I felt like he had was 2012.
Right, and I said X, so I'm saying X had R&B songs on it. No.
Oh, so no?
That's
I
why
don't know.
I'm asking like, so what was on that album?
Was
Did you say
drinking for
Okay, on the X
a
album,
new flame?
X album, you hit it on the head with the new flame.
Flame was R&B.
We got loyal. These hoes ain't loyal.
That's hip hop.
That's that.
Oh, you had Lil Wayne, you had Type.
Well, that's
was
most of
R&B.
it. Exactly.
That was
That's
an R&B
hip
hip
hop.
hop collab. Though,
Yeah, that was
which has been going on for years.
Then he had
a whole hip hop
songs on
phase.
12 Play by Trey Songz that didn't do
R&B
good.
album.
Drown It.
That was a good song.
I don't.
And
It
the
has
numbers.
no star to me. I'm just saying what the
Oh,
album
okay,
is showing me that I don't even know that song and it has Trey Songz in it.
Okay, that was a good
So
song.
yeah, you like Trey Songz.
I did at a point.
Then Drown in It with R. Kelly. Don't know about that. He has Akon on there. All the rest of these.
He don't have Nicki Minaj on there. That's not his album.
Love More.
Love More.
I'm going down. I
And
just
Nicki
couldn't
Minaj
get
made
there.
that shit up. That was a very good verse.
Love More. I forgot the song. Can you hum it?
He don't know me, but he's setting up to blow me.
No, I'm talking about the chorus of what they talking about.
And you gon' love some more. But it's still pop.
Oh,
Oh.
that's pop. That's a pop
That's still
record.
pop.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then they got Don't Think They Know.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
hard.
Think They Know. That's on
That's
there.
R&B.
Then he had. I wish he would have.
Sample.
I wish he would have condensed the list because with those songs
It
that
should be too long.
the songs that went crazy would have been a great album with a little bit of few of them in there. But going to 22, oh, he had Fine China too and Drunk Texting.
Just
Drunk
like
Texting.
fine.
That
X album.
I don't
China.
That was
Why he do that?
was a great. That's why when y'all was saying 2012, I'm surprised because I don't really. I hated 2012.
I love
X was a
2012.
great
Did you
recovery.
like 2012?
And then after that, he had the Royal album. His next album that was stupid was Royal. That had the panties, whatever.
I don't know.
That's
It's
the
just
shit with his daughter on
Panties, they
there.
been getting into
It's
the
just-
stage. Yeah, that shit. He had that
Bitches
Royal
had that
album was
kind
a
of
great
video
album.
dudes.
I don't know. Just the 2012 to me, it's just was just I don't know. Just I guess a time for me.
Right, but pull up real quick. Pull up the Royal album.
The Royal album.
That's the shit that's black and white.
That's the shit that's black and white. He's holding his daughter.
He had the liquor.
Liquor.
Something about this liquor.
Something about this liquor. Hit song.
Back to Sleep.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You back to sleep, babe. Yeah. And the shit about the move your panties, they be getting in the way. What song is that?
I don't know about Move Your Pants because I don't like. I'm telling you, though, anything that played on the
Nah, you
radio
know that
from
song
him.
because you tweeted about that song one time. I know this when I was a fan of yours. I used to watch your page.
Okay, so what did I tweet?
can't
What
really
song?
say that
I'm
you-
on here.
Move your panties, they be getting. What song is that? I can't.
I know you're talking about, but that's a newer song. That's like a new.
That's not on Royal?
That's a way newer song. I know what you're talking about.
I can't pull it up because.
Oh, it's
I'm
3 in
not-
the morning.
No, that's
No,
boy,
that's old.
That's
boy,
old.
boy.
That's what
I'm just kidding. I was just kidding.
So won't you come over my place?
No, that I know. Is it to bed? To my bed?
No. I don't know the name of my phone's dead.
Wait, say it one more time. Say it.
I can't think of
But with moving the pennies to
You
the
know your
side.
panties always getting in the
Wait.
way. What song
We're
is
gonna
that?
That's how the beat go.
Uh-huh.
It goes like that because your pennies getting in the way. I'm looking up the lyrics.
Panties always getting in the. What song
Way.
is that?
It's a way. That's how
Your
it.
panties always getting in the. I don't know the name of the song, but if
That's-
you type it, Chris Brown will come up.
It is. I put pennies in the way, and then
But
that.
hold on, we're getting off subject.
Girl, how about this shit is fucking privacy?
Yeah, what's that? What
That was my. Ooh.
Yes, bro. That's true.
Oh,
No,
shit.
that's not Royal. That's not the Royal.
I love your
Yes,
privacy.
it is.
Tonight. Nobody
Yes,
here but you
tonight.
and me.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit hard.
Yeah.
But
That's Royal, no?
let's can we keep it 100 though?
No privacy. No
Yeah.
privacy.
Privacy.
Privacy, I told you.
What album is
Privacy was a newer song to me, I
Oh,
thought.
what year? I need to know the album that was on. I really thought that
I'm
was
about
on
to tell
Royal.
you
I
right
think
now.
that was on Royal.
I looked on it, Mariah Day. It might be on Royal,
Deluxe, maybe.
it might be Royal Extended, maybe.
Or Deluxe.
Or no. I know what it is. I knew it was this one. Heartbreak on a Full Moon was that
That was
one.
a good
That was
album.
the one with all those fucking songs. That's why I didn't know.
Okay, yes, that was
had
the one.
Grass
That
Ain't
was the
Greener?
one. Yeah, no, Grass Ain't Greener.
No, it had. This is what the top with the stars. I'm gonna tell you right now. It has. Then I'm gonna go back and say
Be
privacy.
careful, because some hit songs don't have the stars on them. They be tripping on Apple.
Yeah,
Nah.
because Apple's not about the song that was a hit on the Billboard.
It's
about
what's
the song
trending.
But that's playing.
most played on
But
Apple.
but that's why I'm looking over. I said I'll go back. But the ones that's on here that this is the ones for him. Unfortunately, it say privacy, tempo,
Tempo.
Switch up the tempo.
Tempo's
to my bed,
That was a time to be alive. Tempo.
to my bed. Y'all know to my bed.
I know it been played.
Hope you do. I don't know what that is. Pills and automobiles. That was
Well,
That's the one
that
with
was
A Boogie?
too.
Boogie and Kodak.
Yo, they
Kodak.
that one there out of control. In high end it says, but guess how long? Oh, and grass ain't greener. And guess what number grass ain't greener?
At the bottom.
45.
Exactly. 45 songs.
There's no way that
many
any.
records.
That's what I'm saying.
But
This ain't even
all this
extended.
stems off of Usher and Chris Brown.
But this the difference, right?
And
here.
that's what's making it go.
No matter how many motherfucking songs this nigga put on his album, Usher smacking the shit out of that nigga in the verse.
Usher can play Confessions
fuck
alone,
outta
and
here.
when I personally, truly, in my heart, believe that there's only been 2 or 3 good R&B male albums after Usher dropped Confessions.
Nah, that's cap.
Who? Usher.
Name- give me
In the
a male-
2000s, he would came out. That was the 2000s.
And
was a
since
great
then,
era
male
for R&B.
male R&B since then, besides Bryson Tiller,
It went to shit after like 2012.
what
No.
I'm saying is
After
okay,
the Mr.
okay.
Steal Your Girl Trey Songz was the last.
That was the
real
but
R&B
who was
nigga
before
like
him?
that.
Think about it here. Who?
Usher, I mean, even
A
Trey
lot of
Songz-
niggas in the 2000s.
even Trey
Bro,
Songz
Usher
dropped-
carried-
He was still going crazy in the 2000s.
I
R&B.
was going to
Who
Usher
dropped a better
concert.
album than- after Usher dropped Confessions in 2005.
I ain't say a better album. I'm just talking about.
Okay,
niggas
and I'm
going
just
on.
saying,
Usher the GOAT. So who would drop a better album than the
That's
GOAT?
But this is what I'm
Like,
talking about.
that's what
Why
I'm
would you
saying.
beat up Usher? Like
That's what
goes
you
back-
need respect.
I'm
You need
putting
to
it-
respect
You need
him.
to respect. You haven't, Chris. When I think about the top albums that came out R&B wise that were the best albums after Confessions, it's not ever fucking Chris Brown. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I don't give a fuck who sees this. He never dropped another album so like as
He stopped
solid.
doing R&B real early in his career.
And that's why
just what I'm saying.
and that's
So
why you
why
need to
would you even
respect.
beat this nigga?
When this
Like,
nigga got tatted up, he just stopped doing R&B.
No, when he
Like-
beat up Rihanna, he went downhill.
I don't
Let
want
me-
to
let
talk
me
about the
speak.
situation with Rihanna and him just because she even said publicly, basically she even said that not that it makes it right, you know what I'm saying? I'm never trying to make it right, but they were fighting.
Okay.
They were
I put it like
in,
this.
in the
That
eyes
man wrong.
in the eyes
Go
of
ahead.
the law, you beat up the woman, and regardless of the fact of it was a fight, and that's unfortunate that you beat her up that bad to the point that it looks so bad on you. But baby, that made his career go down. I feel
That's
like
it?
I swear I feel like
Nah.
It made it for a long period of time. He should have never been that, but it did for a while. Yeah.
bro, he's
That
been
nigga was still putting
No,
out
that's
pop records
That's
with
a
white
cap.
people.
He had
like that was on 93.3 crossing over.
to say that his
after-
career he was supposed to say that his career it flopped after that to an extent is crazy.
When it happened? When
bro.
it happened?
Chris Brown was
He
the
had
little.
that graffiti album. Nobody even mentioned the album one time. He had that graffiti album where he had to get features. He got features from Justin Bieber. People still weren't talking about him. And Justin Bieber at that time
Listen.
was the
On
biggest
fire.
fucking artist. in the
Chris
world. And
Brown-
Nobody's still talking about you, my boy. You did something crazy.
Chris Brown was literally the sweetheart little young pop king that was about to go up. He literally, after he was on This Christmas, what happened to after that, it seemed like everybody was like, this is like basically he's a crazy demon, like just a crazy person. After that, he believed it and got on them drugs, and now he's Chris Brown today.
Yeah, he got on those drugs to help him probably
Cope with
the
losing.
world
Yeah.
is a
I think what happened after the Rihanna situation, he changed his image.
Because
He
the
had-
world,
But that
He
was-
had
his
to go to
image
bat
was
for the image.
over.
That's her point. The point is that before he was coming out
He
as
turned-
a sweetheart,
he
the
was-
savior, this or that,
He was like the new Bobby Brown.
he changed
Bobby
his.
Baines.
Yeah, he had to go get the tattoos. He had to do all of this and do all of that.
he was coping what she said. If that would have never happened, it was like Rihanna is this girl, like Rihanna is that girl during that time. Rihanna had it going on. Then you got the sweetheart. They making this great couple. You done beat up. Like look at him. You can see it now.
I just think that was unfortunate about that.
It is because she did get in a fight, like you said.
And because
She hit him.
I'm
if
tell
you
you
watch his movie and her interview with Oprah, she will say that night specifically, she started that fight, which is crazy because ultimately it fucked him, but nonetheless.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm gonna get off of this. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna get off of this.
Women. That's just what it is.
If somebody resorts to biting a motherfucker, they fighting for their life. That's not a go-to fighting move.
It is sometimes.
I disagree.
For a man and a woman.
Okay, let's do man.
There ain't no grown man biting a motherfucker to get no. If you bite somebody, you getting them off of you. He grown. You don't put your hands on a woman. Period. But at some point, she was getting the best of him for him to bite her.
No.
I think I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna touch on this and then we can wrap it up because the camera's, because it's time to go. We've been doing this for a while. I think that a lot of times people put shit into perspective of as a man, as a woman, and shit just be as a person sometimes. I think you should just bring it to the surface. Yeah, you're a man. Yeah, I'm a woman. Okay, but we're still people. So I think that to say like as a man you just wouldn't bite somebody just because you're a man, why? In this specific moment, bitch, I'm the person that I am is going to do this to you. Same thing with women. Like shit that women say, like even women who hit men, I think that you are absolutely insane to think that you should be able to hit a man and he should just not hit you back because you're a woman. This man is still a person and you've hit this person 800 fucking times. On the 801st time, you're gonna get the best of this person. And now, to make this person crazy because they hit you back 1 out of 800 times is completely, absolutely insane. The same thing with women when they cheat. As a man, if you cheat on a woman 832 fucking times and then now she went to lunch with a nigga one time, you can't breathe, you're personally fucking to Tampa and I've been begging you not to fucking hit me. But now we hit Clearwater and I smacked
man, what's that?
I'm not
like
crazy.
Kevin Hart said, like a bitch hit me while I'm driving, it's fuck both our life at this
Like,
point. You don't care about my life.
Let's just be realistic.
You hit me while you fight me while I'm driving?
Like to be
now.
like, oh, he's a man, he shouldn't have did that. I'm a human first. I'm a person first. So like, oh, she's a woman, she shouldn't have did that. Why? Like why? Why?
Nah, for sure.
We gotta stop that. We have to stop doing that. Like I think that's bullshit. I think it's bullshit all the way around, not just for women. I think it's just bullshit for men. Like even when men like, oh, a man shouldn't do this because he's a man. Like, well, damn, like I should never tell you hurt my feelings because I'm a man.
They be doing all kinds of
Bitch,
shit.
you hurt my feelings.
Like,
as a grown ass man, I didn't like when you did this. What's the problem? That makes me like a bitch. Like, why does it condemn me to this?
No,
same thing for women. Like,
man can't say nothing.
Women, like, I'm a hoe because you cheated on me all year around, and tonight I fuck this nigga. I'm a hoe. That's insane. It's delusion. It's you saying whatever you want to say to make you feel better about the bullshit that you did to me.
That's facts.
So, not to say that again. If you're a man, I don't condone physical violence. I think it's crazy, but I think that.
Everybody keep your fucking hands to yourself. Yeah,
everybody should keep the man to themselves. If you're a man who feels like, if you're a woman who feels like men shouldn't hit women, don't be a woman that hits men.
That's crazy. I don't get hit before. I ain't hit the girl though.
Yeah. If you're a woman who feels like a man should never put his hands on you, but you're always putting your hand on a man, you're fucking delusional.
That's delusional.
And if you're a man who cheats on every single girl you get, but you feel like you should never be cheated on, you're also delusional.
That's delusion, bro.
It's delusion.
At its finest.
Yeah. It's absolute fucking crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Same thing like if you're cheating on somebody, with somebody, and then you get with that person and they be like, he will never cheat on me, you're delusional. You got
same way you get them, how you lose.
Right, like you're delusional. Like I think that we just should stop putting shit on gender roles and just put it on common sense.
A lot of shit common sense.
A lot of shit is just regular.
Common sense, bro. Use your head, man.
Like if I hit you, if you hit me, why would
they teach you that in pre-K? Keep your hands to yourself.
Your mama literally says if somebody hits you and you don't hit them back, I'm gonna beat your ass when you down. That's literally how it goes. I literally got smacked in the face one time. I was in the 3rd grade. A girl smacked me in the face. I'll never forget this. A Spanish bitch named Samantha. I will never forget this. She smacked the shit out of me. I was petrified. I was scared as fuck. 3rd grade. Scared as fuck. I went home. I told my mom that this girl slapped me. I was scared. She said, "What did you do?" I said, "I didn't do nothing." My mom got up from the seat. She walked away. She bit the bottom of her lip like this. She said, the next time somebody hits you and you don't hit them back, I'm gonna smack the shit out you. I was getting in fights at the park ever since because now this is not about you. I gotta beat you up because when I get home, my mom's gonna beat
I
my
feel like
ass.
everybody got the right to defend itself. That's just crazy.
Right.
This world fucked up, man.
Yeah.
It's a fucked up world we live in, man.
Fucked up world. I think a lot of shit is gender subjective and they don't really have to be. It should just be about people being people, but that's just me. Anyway, we're gonna wrap this up. It's been a great show. Good hot topics this week. And yeah, man, that's been it. Thank you for coming back to the show. I appreciate it, broski. You know the vibes. We gotta take a picture. We're gonna have you sign it before we leave out. And yeah, y'all, be sure to tune in to next week's episode as well. This episode will hear by the time you get it. It'll be Friday. I don't know what that date will be, but it'll be Friday morning.
The
and
12th.
That's it, yeah. At what?
It'll be the 12th. Mother's Day
Oh.
is Sunday the 14th, so the 13th is Saturday, the 12th is Friday.
Yeah, Mother's Day is the 14th. It's coming up. All right. Well, yeah. Then y'all will get this on the 12th, and I hope y'all enjoyed the episode that came out on Monday, which was like the 8th. We're not gonna do this guessing game, but yeah.
Monday
Show, man.
Monday was
And
the
again,
3rd.
the 3rd? No, this Monday coming up. It's the 8th.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool. And yeah. Again, thank you for my boy for being on the show. Make sure y'all go get his latest.
More like the
single.
Yes, sir. KARE, TYREE, aka K Boogie, man. Go and get 863 Love 2, man. New single out, man. Tape on the way, going crazy this summer, man. We just keep moving. I'm gonna keep dropping music non-stop. I'm not gonna stop dropping music.
Hello.
Back to back to back to back to back. I don't
Back
give a
to
fuck.
back.
It's gonna come out back to back.
Go get it.
Non-stop.
Go get it. And can't stop, won't stop, bad boy.
No,
I'm crying.
I'm
No.
West Side, bro.
Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in to this week's episode of Sorry for What. And I'll catch y'all next week. It's been real.